modifications to my body to survive in Brainiac's frozen wasteland. As for my mind, Dr. Frias always has a plan. But I couldn't plan our way out of this one. Time and time again, I refused to join Amanda Waller and her task force. All the evidence suggested my involvement would do little to save the world. But I could save our world. Eventually, the calls stopped coming, and we were alone. Until now. I received a communication from another Waller. Another dimension, another chance. This Waller seems different. More calculating. Her task force sounds marginally more competent. They've already begun a counterattack against Brainiac. But as always with Waller, there was a deal to be made. Her world's greatest scientific minds working on a cure. For my assistance in recovering the Flash. Send a scientist to find a scientist. Is it logic? If her people can reach us, it'll prove their capabilities. And if they can't, it's still me and you against the world. Nora.
Located another of Brainiac's dimensional invasion points, and a survivor. Dr. Frias. I've already been in contact and negotiated a deal.
The Mr. Freeze? Even one from another dimension is sure to be very cool. Very competent.
I should hope so. She's agreed to aid us in the field and in the lab. It's clear Brainiac is still experimenting on the Justice League. We've isolated the Flash's unique Speed Force signature on the Skull ship.
Hang on a tick! Is what now? What do you mean all speedsters have got a...
Yes, Harkness, they do. Including you. You're especially easy to track.
Oh?
We're still working on details to acquire the Flash, but Freeze will be an asset there. Get her first.
Wait. Her?
I'm handing the comm to Dr. Frias for this operation. Do as she says.
Thank you, Director Waller. That was very succinct.
Time for a little interdimensional rendezvous.
Happy to help.
Preaching!
Extraservative enemies coming up.
This is it, Task Force X. We'll deploy a jammer to get eyes on you, while Dr. Frias makes final preparations. Then get her and her wife back to the Hall of Justice. We need her. So try not to be yourselves for once.
Time for a little interdimensional rendezvous.
Towers down, the Skull ship is scanning for Dr. Frias' suit signature.
As such, I'll have to rely on you to create a diversion and escort her back to your world. I'll draw fire and follow you through the portal once Nora is safe. Should anything happen to her, I will snap each of your spines, earlier than anticipated. Get to Nora and get her safely through the portal. Safely.
Charging into battle!
Come on, Sharko, it's one frozen lady. How hard can it be?
Kid, get down here.
Victoria Frias, I presume.
Amanda Waller. So tell me again about the partner benefits.
The deductibles are hell.
Whoa! Like a giant collectible! She's in mint condition! BNIB!
Nora has undergone vitrification. She is not an action figure.
I think they are bonding.
Shark, we didn't go through all that to make friends. We need her tech to win the war.
Statistically, it's extremely unlikely you can stop Brainiac.
Come on. I thought you'd be up for taking the long shot, no matter the cost.
Oh, tingly.
These are your world's finest scientific minds? What happened here?
I am more of a hobbyist, but I would also be happy to assist.
And you get to hang out with us while your Sheila's defrosting. No offense.
I'll be frank, Dr. Frias. You want Task Force X to take you and your wife back to the Ice Age. Fine. But you know a better offer isn't coming. For either of you.
Desperate times, desperate measures. Name your price.
There might be a teeny nanite bomb in your head, Clive.
Do it. For Nora. No matter the cost.
Good for them. Cute couple. You got strong and you got silent.
I eliminate Brainiac from the multiverse, and you fulfill your end of the deal. Yes?
First, a little downtime, Doctor. Luther has some files on metahuman tissue regeneration that I'd like an expert opinion on.
Don't worry, ma'am. We'll look after her. Does she like store brand or name brand? I've got protein bars.
Interdimensional cross-contamination? Fascinating. Is this a regular occurrence or a new phenomenon since my arrival?
Gather up, Task Force X. I want the Flash back here in one piece, so pay attention.
In order for us to retrieve the Flash from the Skull ship, you will first need to remove the Data Vault's defenses, reveal the vault, and defeat this Brainiac iteration.
Get all of that? I hope so.
Let's transfer in an orderly fashion and emerge in one piece, please.
Welcome to yet another disturbing Elseworld. I'm going to be taking point on this operation. I will be relaying Director Waller's orders. just destroyed the giant gun.
You heard the tech support. Get to it, Task Force X.
I'm afraid the weapon is out of my control now.
It's a in our brain. Very efficient, Task Force X.
Yes, excellent work. Now, if you could all move along to your next objective with minimal pauses, that would be excellent.
Don't get squeamish on me now! Grab those alien gut chucks!
Well, look who... Bring me the Flash. Kill Brainiac, but bring me the Flash.
He may be somewhat disoriented when you find him, so handle him with care.
You heard the doctor. With care.
Here to reclaim your sworn enemy, the Flash? How touching. I'll be more than happy to share my research with you. In fact, I've made a breakthrough. As you can see, I am now a league of my own. Calculators out, and pencils ready, Task Force X.
Hey, Luther, how do we do this? Decoupling? Kryptonite? Kryptonite decoupling?
What are you? Ah, I understand now. Let's see. Both iterations have been susceptible to bullets previously. Try that.
So just counter him where it hurts. Alright, good enough for me.
I admit, I did borrow some inspiration from Frias on the rapid cooling ratios.
Gotcha. Hook, line, and sinker.
Firing a joker.
Frozen. Really? I mean, really?
A chilling round of applause for our would-be heroes.
Target sighted.
Always good to get out and move around. The cold, not to worry. I spiced things up just for you, dear squad. Extreme decreases in temperature can result in loss of limb and death. I do hope you're prepared.
I suppose genetic tampering can only get you so far. Just you.
You know, if you did more cardio instead of genetic engineering, you'd be keeping up.
Let's consider the other side of the equation now.
Don't think I can walk this one off.
Even I make room for the more useful classics. Enough of a challenge to break a sweat. What more could I possibly ask of you?
My resources are dwindling.
Despite how distressingly ill-prepared you always are, this distraction is useful. Ah yes, I can see the variables much more clearly now. You might think wind would be less combustible, and yet... I come bearing gifts in the form of your searing mutilation. I should always try to begin with proven theory.
Taking damage. Relocating.
I may have burned too bright. State. Feels good.
A perfect opportunity to introduce a new element.
Oh, was that all? Didn't even graze me. Go bigger next time!
Oh, good. You're still here. Don't move. How is your locomotive potential at the moment? Not much variation here, but there is potential.
Jump-starting my metabolism.
Not even the fundamentals will stick with you. I'll break you down into something even simpler and much smaller.
I may have burned too bright.
Give these a moment. The end result may shock you. Always good to get out. A different placement this time to optimize the throughput. Yes.
Eliminating death shot. Glass jaw on this one.
Earthlings have superstitions about cold winds, correct? I suggest heeding them. Despite how distressingly ill-prepared you always are, this distraction is useful.
This'll really knock your socks off.
Extreme decreases in temperature can result in loss of limb and death. I do hope you're prepared.
Better restore my systems.
You Earthlings have superstitions about cold winds, correct? I suggest heeding them. A little quick preparation first. Extreme decreases in temperature can result in loss of limb and death. I do hope you're prepared.
Let me swing in for a sec.
My own petard. Hoisted!
I admit, I did borrow some inspiration from Frias on the rapid cooling ratios. All plans must be capable of weathering setbacks, especially such frustratingly tenacious ones as you.
Hold on. My systems need some attention.
Even I make room for the more useful classics. Always good to get out and move around. The cold does metaphorically get to one.
Didn't come this far to die like this.
Enough of a challenge to break a sweat. What more could I possibly ask of you? And yet you foolishly persist. For days on end. Mind-bendingly incomprehensible. This occurs naturally on your Earths. Who comes up with these? You might think wind would be less combustible. And yet... a perfect opportunity to introduce a new element.
Here comes the touchdown.
Better restore my systems. That is why you call it an expert. Resources are dwindling.
100% focus.
occurs naturally on your Earths. I've allowed you to continue more than long enough. This little diversion ends now.
I may have burned too bright.
Don't worry, I'll have this done in a... language bleed-through. Right, once more, and I will finally be rid of you nuisances. You would benefit from some individualized tutelage.
Well, this is grimly ironic.
Let these cool a bit before you barrel into them. Extreme decreases in temperature can result in loss of limb and death. I do hope you're prepared. My projections predicted something akin to this. I never intended to experience it. But ultimately, what have you achieved? This data is beginning to give diminishing return.
Oh, wow. I'm not really used to getting winded. Hey, shouldn't you all be in there?
The hell are you idiots doing? Get the Flash into stasis and get back to work.
Wish you were always that fun, Flasher. We'll make a sidekick out of you yet.